Chokfi is the trickster for southeastern people. If you go to the southwestern people, they'll say it's coyote, but the southeastern people know that it's Chokfi the rabbit. Now, Rabbit was going through the woods one day, and he came across a huge paw print. And he studied the paw print, and he looked at it, and there were no claws on this paw print, just a big, soft paw. There was no hoof. There was nothing hard. He thought, what animal? What could this be? He has no claws. He can't defend himself. And he got very intrigued, and he began to track this animal. And as he got to the shores of the Mississippi, the Mississippi River, on a big rock laying in the sun was Koi Amitla, the wildcat, sound asleep, sunning himself. And Chokfi called out to him, and he said, hey, you. And the wildcat said, what? He said, this is my land, and this is my water. And if you want to stay here, you got to come down here and have a game of scratch with me. And the wildcat looked at him and he said, really? You want to play scratch with me? He said, yeah, come on. So the wildcat climbs down off the rock and sits in front of Rabbit. And Rabbit says, I'm going first. And he held up his paw, and in his mind's eye, those little bitty claws went from that big to that big. And they were sharp, and they were just, a killing machine on his hand right there. And he reached back and he closed his eyes, and blam, he hit that wildcat as hard as he could. And when he opened his eyes, he thought he'd see blood or hair or something. Nothing. Those little bitty claws were just little bitty claws. He put his paw down, and Wildcat said, now it's my turn. And as he lifted up that paw, that big soft padded paw, he went, and all the claws came out. And he went to swing, and Chokfi went to jump. And at that time, Chokfi had a tail that was long and stringy, and it hung off the back and looked like hair. And as he jumped, Wildcat swung, and he snatched that tail right off of Chokfi. And to this day, when you see any of his children, they all have a little tail that goes poof, because a wildcat yanked it off. And that's how Chokfi got his tail. Thank you very much.